okay? Now, I do have some issues here, Broussard, okay? Your ballot in the East, you explain it, and I'll tell you where I got the beat.
Well, I'm sure, look, again, the front court, I don't think you can argue. Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Joel Embiid. I mean, anybody that argues that needs to have their head examined. The backcourt is all Brooklyn. So I got 3 Nets starting in the Eastern Conference. Yes, 3 Nets starting because they're the best players. James Harden is looking like Magic Johnson. He doesn't have the no looks down like Magic. But outside of that, Kyrie Irving, we're going to get to it later, he did the right thing. James Harden is a awesome point guard. And Kyrie, 27 points a game, 50-something% shooting from the floor. He's hitting it from 3. J-Mac, Kyrie Irving is one of the most exciting players the NBA has ever had. Best handle in history, finishes at the rim well with either hand, some of the best moves in the league, hits the 3, hits the mid-range, hits the floater, finishes in traffic. What can't he do? I'm sorry. They're the best players. I regret not putting Jaylen Brown on there. He's had a tremendous season. Bradley Beal, I feel for him in Washington, obviously. He's putting up big numbers. But Kyrie Irving and James Harden are the best guards in the East, period, the end.
Okay, so this is the first time in the program I've had to really bite my tongue on something Chris Broussard said. I wanted to get on his case about calling the Jazz a dark horse. They have the best record in the West. But I really have an issue with this gassing up of Kyrie Irving. He went AWOL on his own team. He did not notify the coach where he was going. He just bailed. He said, peace out. I'm going to take a 2-week break. I'll talk to you guys. Yeah, Chris, he's not an all-star. He's not a leader. And James Harden,
he's not
an
all-star.
I make a case.
He's not
that
an
James
all-star.
Harden,
You wouldn't even have him in the game.
You know, who's played, I think, game says James Harden played in the East this season. How many? How are you going to make him an all-star when he barely played in the Eastern Conference? Yeah, make him an all-star based on 14 games, okay? I think Bradley Beal, hold on, Bradley Beal needs to be a starter. I don't care that the Wizards stink. Bradley Beal leads the NBA in scoring. He has been unbelievable. Bradley Beal needs to be a starter. You kick Kyrie out. I mean, I just want to say James Harden hasn't played enough to be a starter, and I would go Trae Young or Jaylen Brown. But you can't give me an all Mets 3 in the starting lineup when they don't even have one of the best records in the East. And you know, they barely played together. Like, this is too rich for me. Sorry.
Look, if I'm voting for MVP, yeah, I'm going to take games played into consideration. I'm going to take that Kyrie went AWOL. I get all that. It's an all-star game, Jason. The fans want to see the best players. All right? And you cannot tell me Kyrie Irving and James Harden are not the 2 best guards in the Eastern Conference. It's clear. They're Hall of Famers. I don't think we're talking about Bradley Beal in the Hall of Fame yet. God bless.